Well, wait a minute. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is.
You said ready?
We're ready? Yes. Hello, everyone.
Hello again, one more time. The Girls Gabbin, and I'm Lisa Dove Washington.
And I'm Andrea Riley, and we are the ladies of Girls Gabbin.
And we want to welcome you back to another Sunday. Today is
January. I said
January.
Lord, June.
We're actually halfway through the year, so this is kind of like our six-month anniversary of Girls Gabbin.
Yes.
And this is June the 23rd.
23rd, yes.
And we just want to remind everybody that all month we have been celebrating the gentlemen. Because a lot of times we have a lot of women come on, and some of the men were kind of tuning in saying, is this all just a lady show? And it's like, no. So we decided since Father's Day is in June, we would actually celebrate the men the whole month of June.
Right.
So we've been having some wonderful fellas come on and talk about all the things they're doing, from someone who started his own watch collection. Mm-hmm. I think it's K. Joseph Watches.
Yes.
Cornell Reese.
Yes.
And then last week was the first week.
Mm-hmm. Well, a week before last, because last weekend was Father's Day weekend.
Right. So we didn't have a show.
Again, happy Father's Day to all the fathers.
Yay.
Thank you.
And just piggybacking off of what Lisa stated, just because we are Girls Gab and we are for everyone.
Yes.
So that is why we're celebrating the men.
Absolutely. So how was your Father's Day, first of all?
Yes, absolutely.
Excellent.
Oh, good.
So you were spoiled rotten, right?
Well, I got my first grandson.
Oh, congratulations.
Oh, that's
Welcome
a real
to the club.
Yeah, that's a real nice gift. Now, that's a real wonderful. Was it on Father's Day?
No, just before.
Just before. Okay. This is the first?
My first.
That is awesome.
That's a good thing. So, congratulations. And we're going to we have a guest coming on who's going to call in. So I think we're going to start with him.
Yes.
But did you have anything you wanted to share about what's going on, I guess?
No. Well, we're glad to be back on the air because
Yes.
it seems like we've been away for a minute. We missed a week, but it always seems so long.
Right.
And just, again, happy Father's Day to everyone. And thank you all for tuning in continuously because you all support me so much to us.
Yes. And next, I wanted to remind you all too that next week, which is the final Sunday, we're going to have, we're not going to tell you just yet, but we're going to have, it's going to be a really hype show.
Yeah, it's going to be really nice.
To end the fellas, and we're going to go out with a bang, so we're hoping that you'll still stay tuned in. But we'll just say that there's music involved.
Yes.
You
You will be thoroughly entertained.
Yes, well, I think we'll all be entertained. That's going to be kind of a wild show, but we'll be advertising that soon.
We're going to have fun.
We're looking forward to it.
Definitely.
So while we're waiting for Melvin to call in, did you all want to shout out to anybody or remind anybody to tune in? Y'all have anybody special that's watching?
Well, I got folks tuning in now.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Letting them know you're in your live right now, so...
So and let us know if they have questions and things, and we would definitely
right.
share all you all information on our show.
Excellent.
I'm glad that you all made it, because I know you said traffic was crazy.
Yeah, it was a little crazy.
For some reason, every weekend now traffic is crazy.
Yes.
I'm not sure what that's about. Somebody said because it was summer. I was like, well, isn't it summer every year? So why is the traffic bad this year? I don't know what that's about, but
It's extremely bad. We were just discussing about the Parkway.
Yeah.
But I think it's due to the construction, too.
oh, is there a lot of construction?
On
Yeah.
295, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
There's
So-
some people that are not from DC like to say that it's DC drivers, but
Oh,
I
is that
try
what
to
it is?
remind them that no, that's not it.
Maryland drivers.
Oh, yeah,
Maryland.
I thought it was the Virginia drivers, but
I
apparently.
was going to take it away from Virginia Beach.
No, it's the Maryland.
Oh, that's the first time I heard Maryland, though. Okay, all right. I know Virginia drivers are the ones that kind of give us, a little trouble.
Yeah.
But I'm not calling anyone, particularly out. So
So did you want to start with?
actually, we can go ahead and start with.
Okay, well let's start. We're going to introduce.
Oh, but there's Melvin there.
You must have heard us talking.
Melvin, do we have you on the line?
Yes.
All right.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, absolutely. So I'm going to take the opportunity to introduce to some of you, and then those of you that already know. A native of Washington, D.C., and a graduate of Bowie State University, whom now resides in L.A., Melvin Jackson Jr., a talented model, actor, comedian, writer, producer, and father. He is best known for his roles as Bernard on the HBO hit series The Wire, the bully on the hit CW show Everybody Hates Chris, and most recently portrayed the legendary rapper Curtis Blow in the NAACP award-winning BET's The New Edition story. He has written, produced, co-directed, and starred in his own sitcom pilot entitled This Is My Life. So why are you laughing? He also currently has a children's book titled The Adventures of Jimmy the Fly that he co-wrote with his wife and is available on Amazon. Melvin is a father of 3 boys. He's married to Emmy-nominated and the beautiful Kelly Jenneret, to which I am excited to share that they are the first African-American couple married to be nominated for an Emmy in the same year.
Wow.
Melvin, nominated for Outstanding Actor in a short form comedy or drama series for his comedy web series he executive produced, stars in, and co-wrote with his wife Kelly, titled This Eddie Murphy Role Is Mine, Not Yours. Please welcome, or help me welcome, Emmy-nominated actor Mr. Melvin Jackson Jr.
Welcome, Melvin. Welcome to Girls Gabbin.
Thank you. Hey. You sure that's me? Yeah, that's a lot.
That's all you, Melvin.
God is good.
All the time. Yeah, so you have to share with us your journey. I know some people are familiar with you from The Wire, but now that you're playing this role as the Eddie Murphy role is mine, not yours, you've got to share how that experience is and how it's going.
Well, the experience was amazing. It was just something that I felt I wanted to do as an actor. Sometimes we audition for roles that we don't get, and I had the opportunity to audition for Eddie Murphy role. And with the Houston story, I didn't get the role, so it was just, everything as an actor, like I said, it's roles that you want, and that was one of the roles that I wanted that I didn't get. But it was like, okay, so it's like the funny thing was like, what if you could take out your competition and make sure you got the role? So the idea came about. I sat down and wrote it. And then, a couple years later, I came back to it and asked my wife to look at it. She looked over it. We made some revisions, kind of reworked it, and made it to and what it was. And I said I wanted to, therefore submit it as for the Emmy consideration, and kind of just played it out. And already kind of like, were told that I looked like Eddie or had, resembled him in certain kind of ways. And so it just had to be the right timing for me to do the project.
Right.
It couldn't have been when I first started my career, just because then that would have been all I'm known by. So the timing was right, and I had fun shooting it, and then was able to do a season 2 that we put out in April, and that we took it up another level with that. So it was definitely a blessing to be able to do that, and then the first season landed me a role to actually portray him on a TV series called The Price of Fame, which is a docuseries about his life.
Okay.
I wanted to share a little something with you that we were going to surprise you actually, but we can't do that because Jeannie Jones was actually going to call in and surprise you because I told her that you were coming on the show, but she's doing a red carpet event, so she can't call in like she was going to. So I'm just going to spill the beans on the surprise, but it still is a surprise because you didn't know. But she was actually going to surprise you because she actually shared with us when she came on about the Eddie Murphy series. So we were excited about having you on to talk about that. So I just wanted to let you know we were sneaking to surprise you.
My sister's busy. She's a busy woman,
Yes.
She out here in the LA streets trying to make it. So
But she was.
I was like, hopefully I don't get invited to the BET Awards. I said, because I'm gonna have to do this on the red carpet. They're gonna have to do this interview like, hey, I'm on the red carpet at BET Awards. Forgive me for all the noise.
Right. That's okay. So that was my little spiel on your surprise. So cat's out of the bag.
Yeah, she's actually in season 2, and she's one of the producers of the This Eddie Murphy Role Is Mine, Not Yours. So it was a joy to have her a part of it, and always got to have that DC home love involved in what we're doing.
Right. So because you live in LA now, right? Mm-hmm.
Yes, been here for about going on 12 years in August.
And where did you go to school? I'm just
oh
curious.
My gosh.
Where did you go to school in DC?
I went to school in Fairmont Heights and Capitol Heights.
Okay. Okay.
But I went to Gage when I was younger, and but yeah, mainly like Fairmont Heights, and then I went to Bowie State University.
Okay. Okay.
Melvin, she was really asking to see if you went to school in DC school.
I was just checking to share some extra warrior love. That's all.
No, I went to two DC schools, and you know, but I didn't graduate as a high school wise. I didn't go to DC, but all my folks, all my folks was, pretty much going to either Dunbar for the most part. A lot of my family went to Dunbar. Or my father went to Dunbar as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we all family, so we all family.
Right.
I give you a pass.
Dang, man, don't give me a hard time.
I'm just kidding.
Well, definitely share with us the experience of you and your wife being the first African American couple to be nominated for an Emmy in the same year. How was that?
It was amazing. We're still like having moments about it because it kind of happened. Like we campaigned, and my wife wasn't even sure she was going to submit anything for the Emmys, and I told her like she should. She did good work, and her reps, everybody, reps telling her she should, and for Handmaid's Tale, I'm like, it's the Handmaid's Tale. Come on now. So we just submitted, and we campaigned, and the people supported us, and just we were outgoing people, lovable people, and I think that our work, and on top of that, was pushed it forward, and then God blessed us to be able to not be nominated individually, but together.
That's right.
And to share that moment. Like last year, we just was able to share that moment together and walk down the red carpets, and just everything that we went through it together. So it was mind blowing. It was amazing, and for us to be the first, like that's what we don't strive for to be the first or anything, but it's an honor when we can be the first to represent African American married couple to be the first as Emmy nominees. So that's a blessing.
Absolutely.
Well, I was really
so hopefully one day we'll be the first couple Emmy at the same year. So we'll see what God has in store for us.
Absolutely.
I was curious because it said that you lived overseas in Pakistan and Turkey. How was it living overseas in some of those areas? Because that's a different experience and culture that most of us don't get.
What do you want to do?
Absolutely, it was a blessing, for me as a young kid to experience that, to see what different cultures look like and how people lived and how privileged we were as Americans to have what we have. Just running clean water is a privilege. So, the simple fact that I got to live there and pretty much become part of the people for 8.5 years of my life, it was a beautiful experience and something that I feel like has shaped me into the individual that I am. And that we lived like kings and queens over there, pretty much. And you would have thought that we were rich the way that we lived, but it was just simply that's the way of life over there. And so it prepared me, like knowing when I got older what I would love to do. I would love to have this type of thing and work hard for it. So it definitely made me into a well-rounded person that I am today. And so I'm thankful for that opportunity, and I still keep in contact with my friends from overseas, and we have our reunions and whatnot, and it's just a beautiful thing. Matter of fact, one of my friends who was in Turkey with me, she was actually in season 1 of my web series, so because she lives in LA, so it was a full circle moment.
Okay.
Wow,
that's awesome.
I'm gonna share this because I didn't know that you were in the New Edition story. I didn't realize that you were Curtis Blow.
Curtis Blow.
And so I'm gonna
I transformed.
I'm gonna make a confession.
It was not a game.
I was mad with you then because I was like, why is he treating him like that? So I'm just gonna share with you. I was mad with you. I was like, okay, now I can fuss at him and say, why are you treating him like that? But no, I wasn't to work.
Look, everybody was mad. Everybody was mad with me and Curtis Blow. They was like, man.
Right. I have to confess. I was like, come on now, Curtis. But no, how was that?
It was a beautiful experience, amazing. It was probably one of the best experiences of my career as an actor, just simply because New Edition is one of my favorite groups. And, I grew up on New Edition and remember going to the concerts and Constitution Hall. They had something out of Virginia one time. But yeah, just a beautiful experience, and to be able to play a legendary like Curtis Blow was mind blowing. I mean, with Crush Groove, and I was like, man, I love this guy. Who is this guy right here? And the simple fact to be able to play him, portray him, it was an amazing experience because as soon as I got hair and makeup, I transformed into him. It was like an out of body experience, something I never experienced before, and it was just like as soon as I walked on set, people were like, "Hey, Curtis," and got into character like, yeah, and it was. Yeah. Everybody called me on set, called me Curtis, like from the new edition. Everybody was just full of love, and Chris Robinson was my boy, so to be directed by him, he brought the best performance out of me, and I was just simply, amazed by the opportunity and so grateful.
Yeah, I love that.
Yes,
I did.
The whole story.
I'm a Ralph. I love them all, but I'm a Ralph fan.
Are you?
He's a Taurus though, so that has something to do with it.
I'm kind of a Ronnie fan.
Everybody was. It was like I went against
Ronnie.
the grain, but no. And I wanted to ask you, how was it being on the set of Everybody Hates Chris?
Everybody Hates Chris.
It was a great experience because Chris Rock was there every time, and he was very involved. His story. And so it was one episode I was actually directed by Chris Rock, and I played a scene opposite of the guy who played Gusto in CB4. So that was pretty dope to be a part of that and their history. So it was one of those opportunities where I auditioned for one role. I didn't get that one, but they liked me and they knew about me and they wanted to have me play the other role. So I played multiple roles in the show, so they kept bringing me back. So I always was blessed by them keep bringing me back. And, I just tell actors that's what it's about, when they keep bringing you back. That means you're doing good work. Whether it's one line, two lines, you continue to be grateful, and eventually you'll get more.
Okay.
Yep, definitely a blessing.
Well, definitely tell us tell everyone how they can reach out to you, see this Eddie Murphy Role Is Mine Is Not Yours, your book that's currently out for children. How can they get all of the information to find out how to get those books and watch your shows and be in sync with you?
Well, you can have my website, melvinjacksonjr.com. You can find the link to the web series, It's Eddie Murphy Role Is Mine Not Yours. So on YouTube, my book is on the Amazon, and my social media is Melvin Jackson Jr. Everything is Melvin Jackson Jr. My brand, and pretty much, I'm an accessible person. People will direct message me on Facebook, Instagram, and I'm always responding and trying to give advice as much as I can. And I just tell people, if it's something you really want to do, continue to bet on yourself and believe in yourself and dream big. Because I didn't get here by accident. I started in the music business and then switched and flipped over into the acting side and now producing. And so you got to really build your brand, within, and you got to continue to have your great support system around you to continue to push you forward.
That's right.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining us. You're welcome to stay on.
You're absolutely welcome. And I want to say to you personally, congratulations.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I'm very proud of you. And
Thank you so much. And I want to give you guys a little thing. It's an exclusive little bit, but the next project that I'm going to be working on is the web series is called This Puff Daddy Role Is Mine.
Oh,
and
wow.
So it's gonna be amazing. Like I'm gonna get to writing it soon, and can't wait to share it with folks. And I'm gonna have someone playing Mace, Biggie. It's gonna be a great story. Just because someone I looked up to, and I want to tell his story in a way that people can relate to, and it's fun, it's loving. It shows pretty much the story of a hustler.
Okay, well, we definitely have to have you come back on then.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I'll be in your
Absolutely.
ear.
Well,
What do you say?
I said, I'll be in your ear.
All right.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much.
And please, if you can stay stay on with us as we continue on.
Yes, you're more than welcome to stay on as well.
Yeah, we're going to start with our next guest. We're going to introduce, and actually I'm going to share that he is a warrior.
Oh, God.
I'm just going to tell him real quick, whatever. We have haters in the building, but he's a warrior. But he's a SAG actor, writer, director, producer, and designer who was born and raised in the northeast section of the nation's capital, Washington, D.C.
All right.
The multifaceted artist began his own production company, T-Money World Productions, in 2013, hiring local talent in front of the camera and behind the scene to showcase their gifts. His entertainment credits contain over 38 films, 8 stage plays, several television appearances, including HBO's The Wire, TV One for My Man, and Damages with actress Glenn Close. Also, he stars in his own series titled CEO. I'll tell you how. Team CEO, Criminal Enterprise Organization, the series which also features known actors Eric Roberts and Omar Gooding. In 2012, Antoine completed his first novel, Back to Zero. This fast-paced, action-packed page-turner focuses on domestic violence, which he is currently filming into a movie. As a SAG producer, he has transformed over 35 local actors into SAG actors. In addition to his very busy schedule, Antoine's Urban Attire CEO, Classy Exclusive Outfits, was established in 2015 and has sold over thousands of did I say that right? Yeah, has sold over thousands of urban wear across the country. Somehow, Antoine manages to maintain a full-time job and have time for his family in between all of these projects. The CEO himself has won many awards for his shows. Currently, he is working on his movie for Back to Zero, CEO the series, Jewelry Thieves the movie, and Dogmen the movie, which he will be co-starring with rapper DMX. Welcome, Antoine T. Money.
Welcome.
Also known as the CEO.
CEO.
Yes.
CEO.
Love it.
Welcome. Well, that was a lot.
You got anything left to say?
Well, but wait a minute.
Your interview's
I'm
done.
trying to figure out how we got the last 10 minutes because you don't have time, right?
All right.
So what's going on?
Oh wow, we right now we filming Back to Zero, which was the book that I wrote. We are halfway through filming. We're filming right here in DC.
Wonderful.
I have a couple more scenes that will be done in Miami.
Okay.
We have some great actors, you know what I'm saying? So, and then right after that, we go into CEO the series. I have several known actors waiting to come in.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Once we get into that, it's going to be very, very explosive.
And I remember when Eric Roberts was added on, what's his name?
Omar Gooding.
But I recently just saw that there was a new addition. And who was that? For those who didn't see it, because I was just like, what?
Well, first you got Brian Hooks,
Okay.
Columbus Short,
Okay.
a rapper named Turk from Cash Money Records, and the latest is Dave House.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
I saw that
Very
recently
nice.
and I was like, okay. He was singing a little bit on it. I was like, I know that's right.
Yeah, so they'll be joining us real soon. But that production doesn't start until after Back to Zero is finished. Because Back to Zero is a full feature, and it's a huge cast. So we're trying to get that out of the way.
Tell us a little bit about CEO, where it started, and I have personal interest in why. And what I thought was cool, it's really cool because you have brought a lot of people into the SAG arena, because even Lincoln Landers is one of those people who would have known. I could have guessed it though. He has that energy or whatever, but it was kind of cool to watch him grow through CEO, because he was the photographer for Dove Style, and then next thing you know, he was on the screen. So I was like, "Go ahead, Lincoln."
Exactly. CEO, Criminal Enterprise Organization. We started that right after a series we were doing called Crime Boss. Which was over there with Mitch Cradle. So when I decided to go in another direction, I created CEO. Once I created CEO, I just started hiring local talent, and we just started shooting, getting things on. I mean, you in it. So
I'm in it.
So what's the name? Where did the name come from?
I
realized the acronym, but what's the name?
I sat there and I was thinking, and And the first name I came up with was The Street.
Okay.
But then I said, well, no, I need something that's global.
Okay.
I just said CEO.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then I just, I know what the acronyms are, Criminal Enterprise Organization.
Right.
And I just stuck with that. And then CEO was just so popular.
Right.
Everybody started liking the name CEO.
Right.
So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to put it on a shirt.
Right.
Yeah.
It is.
I had to come up with a logo and stuff like that. And then once I put it on a shirt, folks started buying.
Mm-hmm.
So I just started my fashion label.
Okay.
Which is awesome.
Right. So they're two different entities. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So the CEO on the clothing line is Classy Exclusive Outfits.
Okay. Nice.
Then I have CEO,
Right.
Criminal Enterprise Organization.
Nice. Very nice.
And share where they can get
Right.
some of the CEO
Clothing.
But on the CEO, on Facebook is CEO Fashions,
Okay.
and they can go in there and look and see everything.
This is
See all the models and different clothes that folks have on, and then they can just order from there.
this is clothing for men and women.
Everybody,
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
all the way down to a
Okay.
baby.
Oh,
Yes.
nice. Very nice.
Because you've had a few fashion shows
Yeah,
where
yeah.
they
yeah.
showcased.
Okay.
And I have a couple of shirts with
Yeah.
shirts and leggings and all kinds of things.
And
So
I love
hot
the
pink
concept
and,
of-
yes.
Oh, and colors. Yeah.
Yes.
I love the concept that you're utilizing everybody from the DMV on.
Yeah.
That's excellent. Excellent.
I try to make sure, with the projects that I do have, I try to make sure I don't use the same people that I have in other projects. Because, with me, I like to be authentic.
Right.
So with Back to Zero, I have a huge cast. But I only use one person out of CEO, Wanda Montgomery. I use her as one of the cast members. But the rest of them, they just wait like, man, I want to be in there. Can I be in there? I got you. I'm coming back to CEO, and we're going to get it on. So I'm just basically getting CEO ready with known actors. So when I get ready to start filming again, I'll start bringing them in one by one.
Okay.
One by one.
Okay.
Okay.
Awesome.
Good stuff.
So definitely, how do people reach out to you?
Folks can reach out to me on Facebook, Antoine T Money,
Okay.
Instagram at Antoine T Money,
Okay.
email, several emails. You can go Antoine T Money at hotmail.com, tmoneyworld365 at CEO the series at Gmail,
Okay.
and Back to Zero the movie at
And Gmail. Okay.
Okay.
So,
And we'll definitely want you to share that information so we can put it on our page. Or when you're looking for, actors or, extras
check
or
it,
whatever it
definitely.
is. Because that's why when I met you on, I can't remember what it was. It was something else that was like a series or something.
Yeah.
Because I was covering people for the magazine. But
Right.
then being there was like, hey, can you stand in for, and I'm not an actress by no means, but it was exciting. And I've shared before that my experience with learning lines and things that I know the first time that I was like, I don't know how to do this. So it was scary, and it was like, this is hard. People think it's easy, but this is hard. And I think I had to play against. I had to interview you, and you were. You cussed me out, or I cussed you out.
right.
On the
right.
set,
That was a
right?
long
Yeah,
time
Okay.
ago.
it was
Yeah, I
really
remember that.
hard.
I said,
So
hope
like,
it wasn't.
Okay, he is professional. You want me to say what to him? We had to do it a few times. So I was like, I'm gonna say it like one because I wasn't mean enough. I was trying. He was like, no,
Yeah.
just go on, say it.
Yeah,
So,
that's when I brought you into the CEO.
yeah. So I had a lot of fun with it. It was fun and it's cool, and they can find that way. They can go on demand.
On demand.
And order that
CEO is actually on Amazon,
Okay.
iTunes, Google Play, and Comcast in the Big South.
Okay.
So right now we're working on trying to get it to Netflix and things
Nice.
of that nature.
Okay.
But with the known actors, we're going to get there.
That absolutely.
Exciting.
Absolutely. This is very exciting.
And I just wanted to ask real
Yeah.
quick with the Back to Zero, was that you wrote the book first.
Right.
So was it from personal experience with it? What was your draw to domestic violence and things like that? Because that's a big thing. And in October,
it's a personal experience.
Okay.
Real life story.
Right.
But part of the story was changed up. But it comes from real life story.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. But it's a great read.
Yes.
And the movie is even greater.
Did you bring one with you? I didn't see that with you. Okay.
I got to get that too.
I know I do have a copy of it, but I want to
get
see
a
the
copy.
movie. Yes.
Yeah, I'll definitely make sure y'all get a copy.
Definitely.
But it's a great story. But you might wait for the movie. It'll be out this year.
This year's coming out.
Okay.
Okay. Well, congratulations on
Very
everything.
much so.
You stay busy.
Always.
Yeah, I know that's right.
And that's phenomenal work. So congratulations to you.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I told you I was going to be some great folks on this show. Shoot, y'all
We
sleeping.
try.
Yeah. DC is
DC has a lot to
has
offer.
a lot of talent.
Yes.
Oh, don't forget about I'm sorry.
That's okay.
In October we start shooting Dog Men.
Okay.
That's with DMX. I co-star right next to him. Me and him, we star in that movie.
Okay.
Dog Men.
Wow.
So,
And are you filming that here or are you going
Philadelphia?
in Philadelphia? Okay.
So I have to take a break from what I'm doing
Right.
to go to my acting chops.
There you go.
And then come back to the
But it's your project, though.
Oh, yeah.
So it all works together. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well,
That's
you
awesome.
keep it coming because we will be right. Let us know when you have your debut or whatever it is that we can, put out there and attend.
Right. Right.
So
Absolutely.
please keep us posted on what's going on.
And you do casting calls.
Oh, yeah. I do casting calls.
So
I reach
again,
out.
definitely let us know.
I just don't do open casting calls.
Okay.
I'll put the casting call out there, and then when someone's answered, they'll send their stuff in, and then I'll call you back if you fit the description of what you're looking for.
Okay.
Awesome.
Well, we would definitely stay connected for sure.
Definitely.
For life. I keep
Definitely.
telling people. That's when I told her about that. I told her about CEO.
She
and
did.
She was like, you didn't tell me that you know. I said, well, because I'm not an actress, but
She did good.
She did a good
Awesome
job. I'm sure.
It was
kinda
fun.
humbled, Try to keep it down a little bit.
I did,
But I'm sure she gave
Lincoln's
everything.
mother-in-law one day, he said, yeah, I think he said that she said, was Lisa on TV? And I was like, well, in the movie, I'm on TV. But I didn't get a new job as a newscaster, but it was fun. It was a wonderful experience, and
Well,
I
that's
always will
good.
appreciate you for
Right,
even trusting me with that, because it was a ball.
Yeah.
I had a ball.
Yeah, that's a good experience.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So we will definitely stay connected, and everybody,
Absolutely.
we will share the information on how to keep in contact with you.
Of
And
course.
we will
Once you
keep
want to
it
show
moving.
you in the family.
Yes, you
All right.
stop.
So,
All right, man.
Part of Girls Gabbin
part of
now.
Girls Gabbin now.
Right.
So we've gotten all his information right. Not
Yes.
to cut you off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I would definitely be back.
Yes.
Oh, you definitely will be.
You ain't got no choice. We're gonna bug you till you be like, okay, when you coming back? So hopefully you can stay a little longer. But when you have to, we understand.
Okay.
But we will keep this ball rolling.
Absolutely.
And we're going to introduce a gentleman who is a national recording artist and Billboard charting entertainer and saxophonist.
All right.
Who brings forth a new energy and excitement to the stage, smooth jazz and gospel jazz. As a native of Palestine, is it Palestine? Palestine, Texas. Art was heavily influenced by the music of his environment, which ranged from rhythm and blues, pop, rock and roll, country, rap, hip hop, gospel, and of course, jazz. Okay, look, I had to turn this so they know this. They're like, wait, they do all that too?
Right. Right.
So
I already got a question.
Over the span of Art's career, he has had the opportunity to perform at the White House as well as share the marquee and or stage with notables such as Natalie Cole, Angie Stone, Cece Peniston, Gerald Albright,
Nice.
Boney James,
Nice.
Eric Darrison, Kenny Lattimore, Howard Hewitt,
Yes.
Bill Perry. Oh my gosh, well, who didn't? That's
Yeah,
what
but
we
yeah, just who didn't you not just
and so many more. We'll have you talk about all of those people. Loose ends, y'all know you all at
Oh,
Cuba
wow.
Gooding Sr.
Okay.
And the main ingredient, Gene Carn, and a host of other incredible entertainers.
Thank you.
Be good, man.
Art brings forth a rich and dynamic mixture of music that will take you on a musical joyride. To date, Art has released a live DVD CD combo and 4 studio CDs. All for Love, which was in 2005, Seasons 2009, Intervention 2016, and Back to Business 2017. Art is currently in the studio working on his 5th studio CD project, which is slated to be released in 2020.
Yeah.
Art currently resides in Severn, Maryland, and is married to the beautiful Georgia Noon Sherrod.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Who is a native of Orange, Texas. He has 2 wonderful children, Brandon, age 19, and Ava, age 10. They also have a German Shepherd. I love the animals. Okay, yes, we're an animal family. Named Thor. I like the name too. Who keeps everyone busy. Art is a member of the Recording Academy DC chapter, member of Mount Olive AME, under the leadership of Pastor Johnny R. Calhoun, National Ambassador for the American Heart Association, member of the United States Naval Academy Alumni Association, and a mentor to young musicians. Art is also an endorsing artist for Cannonball Music Instruments. Is it Leger Reeds? Leger Reeds, Theo Wani, okay. And mouthpieces, AMT microphones, Blue microphones, Hercules musical stands, Music Medics, and Silverstein ligatures.
Nice.
Well, that was it's some stuff.
I don't know if you're going to
hear
hear that.
I'm
Yes,
just
good
like,
night.
where's the
That's it.
saxophone?
Good night.
Yeah, thank you,
That's
good
it.
night.
Just wrap it up.
Well, you should have told me. I would have brought
I
it.
know, I
You didn't tell me.
And I was even ready to ask you. That was one of my
know.
questions.
Yeah.
And then
well.
look, and my husband reminded me, he's like, it's like, let me say, welcome Art Sherrod Jr. Because we just went right on in, but my husband's like, isn't Art Sherrod coming on today? I was like, yes, because he loves saxophone. He loves the
Everything. We
saxophone.
had a saxophone.
Should have let me know.
We wrong.
Yeah, so we have to have you. Then that means you
gotta
come back.
I gotta
Yeah.
come back. Yeah.
It was a trip. You gotta come back next time.
Absolutely. This
So
is
welcome
2
to
parts.
Girl Gabbin.
Thank you
Yes,
so much.
welcome.
Glad to be here.
Wow,
Yes.
that is amazing.
Yeah, so you're busy too.
Yeah.
We are
Yeah.
blessed to have you all come in for a few minutes today. 'Cause
Yes.
This is like a quick 5
Take
minutes.
a break
and
from.
I know.
Take a break from all that.
back to work, right?
That's
God.
right.
So
That's
tell
right.
us what's going on.
Not a lot. I mean,
Well,
a lot.
everything.
Well, there, a decent
Wow,
amount.
that's not
Everything.
Yeah. No, we're just working and recording and just trying to keep everything in line. Yeah, my schedule's getting ready to pick up here in July, and so
Absolutely.
I'm going to be in Philadelphia at South with Gerald Beasley. So we'll be there at the South Jazz Parlor. That's on the 11th of July, and then I'm at Ram's Head in Annapolis on the 27th of July, and then I'm with Loose Ends coming up, and I'm going to be in Dallas.
Okay.
It's just a lot of different things coming up, which is great.
That is
I can't
great.
complain.
Because I remember it was a birthday celebration. You did a birthday show at the Rams Head in.
I think it was at Maryland Live when
Maryland Live.
Yeah,
That's
it's
where
at
it
the
was.
Maryland Live Casino.
which was wonderful because I think I was covering
Yes,
that time,
yeah.
but we stayed for both shows. I think 'cause my husband loves the saxophone. He loves it. So because I think at that time I might have mentioned he said he wants lessons, but I don't know. I actually got him a saxophone.
Okay.
And he didn't take the lessons, so he wasn't ready yet. I think he wasn't
He
ready,
wasn't
yet,
ready?
but maybe now
Yeah.
it's been a while. But
Oh my
he
goodness.
loves your music. We actually
Yeah.
the last show we went to was in Annapolis, I think.
Okay.
Was it the Motown show or something?
Yeah, I think I did a
Yeah,
Motown.
which was awesome.
Nice.
So we love your music.
Oh, well, thank you.
And your
Absolutely.
CDs. What is the last CD is Back to Business? Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, I brought some here for you.
Oh,
See there.
That.
See there? I bring
my
gifts,
goodness.
even
Yes.
though so we got a little back to
Thank
business
you.
for you. This
So
is
I have to
produced.
I hope they
ask.
don't be mad at us.
Uh-oh.
I know, it's okay though.
It's okay.
It's all right.
But I have to
It's
ask you, so is this a collab? Now, listening to all of the music,
Yes.
Genial, that you're playing,
Uh-huh.
country
Yeah.
sticks out to me. I'm just like at all with that.
I
can
love,
only imagine.
Yeah, I love country music. I mean, I
Absolutely.
didn't cover any country music
Okay.
yet, but I
don't have
love
nothing on the
country.
CD.
Nothing country
That's
on
all right.
there.
That's
but
okay.
you know,
Maybe
you
come.
sound
It's
so
coming.
disappointed
That's
too.
right.
You're like, no country.
You know,
Sorry.
saxophone and country. I was like, yes.
Right.
Okay, all right, but that sounds. I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I can only imagine. I cannot wait
Excellent.
to hear that.
Yeah, I
What
am.
drew you to the saxophone and because that's
Well,
is that. Do you play other instruments?
I play other instruments, but
Okay.
saxophone is my primary.
Okay.
And so, you know, when we were in school in Texas, everybody had to play an instrument.
Oh, okay.
And I wanted to play the drums because as every boy,
Right.
you know,
Let's make some noise.
yeah, 13 years old, you want to be beating
Actually,
on
I had a
drums.
set too, right?
Yeah, you know, so
They wanted a boy, I don't know.
I wanted to play the drums so bad, and my mom and dad had odd hours that they worked. My mom worked for the post office, so she would go to work around, I think, midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, and then my dad worked at 7 in the morning. So drums were completely out of the question. And so I said, okay, I want to play the trumpet, and my aunt had convinced my mother that the trumpet, the mouthpiece, would push my teeth in. So she convinced me not to play the trumpet. And then around that time, you know, I was starting to notice that boys and girls don't look alike, you know, and I was
Right.
starting to get into this girl thing, and I was like, oh, man. And I tried to, easy over there. My wife chiming in.
Right.
And so, you know, I said, man, what instrument would the girls like? And I said, the saxophone. And I was immediately drawn to it. And I would practice like just ridiculous hours. I'd come home from school, do my homework, and I'd jump.
Be on the saxophone.
Yep. Right up until my mom and dad said, will you please stop playing? We're trying, you know. Yeah, it's too
All
late.
night
Yeah.
long.
Right.
Oh, yeah, I
Right,
just
yeah.
go all night. So,
Right.
yeah.
So
Awesome.
it became your love, your gift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Absolutely.
It was your gift.
Absolutely.
So
That's
did you?
awesome.
Is that how you met your wife?
Well,
She said
no, I can't tell you the story I tell everybody else, but that's not
Not for
no,
right.
She said, like,
No,
we'll get the
right.
short of it.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
short.
yeah. I can tell you off camera the story I tell everybody
Okay,
else.
yeah. Y'all can't.
Yeah.
do it.
It's just not for you guys.
A lot,
But
y'all made it.
yeah. No, actually, one of my booking agent at the time was actually working for my wife at the NAACP,
Okay.
and she introduced us.
Okay.
Yeah, and she was immediately just no, she wasn't. She wasn't. I mean, no, she wasn't. I'm not gonna lie.
We'll be booking you on another
Right?
show.
Yeah.
But it's kind of cool to have a
Yeah.
husband who plays the saxophone. It's a beautiful instrument. And you have the inside scoop on the saxophone because I actually had. My husband loves the saxophone, and I played in high school. I played the violin,
Oh my God.
and I do not play it now. So I can't do anything with
Right.
him. But it's like when I want to show his favorite instrument, I'm
Right.
just like, okay, well now I have somebody who can play for you,
Right.
and yeah, what can you do? 'Cause I don't think he's ready to play for me, but
Well,
Yeah.
unfortunately,
Yeah.
in high school, ours was the
Yeah.
flute.
oh, well,
Yeah.
yeah,
all I
I think
got
that's
right
what
there.
everybody
Yeah,
played.
everybody.
Yeah.
That's why I
The
kind of
clarinet and
Clarinet,
Yeah, I stayed
the
right
flute,
there.
I
all
think I
that.
did
Did
the
it for
flute for a minute,
class.
but
Right.
I
That was
was a
it.
violin person.
It was just for music. Played it.
Violin
Yeah.
is
Hit a couple of
beautiful
keys and kept on
instrument
going.
as well.
It is.
But violin
Not when you're
is-
learning to
is
play it
something
though.
else.
It's
I
not.
was a little
Yeah.
nerdy, but I love the violin. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Anywho.
Yeah.
So, well, I mean, were you were always into music? Are your kids into music?
My
Same
daughter
way?
is. My son was more of an athlete when he was in
Okay.
school, so
Okay.
he didn't take the he didn't get the bug of music.
Okay.
I mean, he always enjoys being around it, and if I'm recording or whatever, or if I'm in the studio, he'll come in and sometimes just kind of hang out.
Okay.
But my daughter, she sings really well, and she likes some
Nice.
other instruments as well. So
Okay.
yeah, so it's cool.
So how
That's
was
wonderful.
it playing that? I see that you played at the White House.
Yes,
How was
it-
that? How did that come about?
It was cool, and definitely not this administration, but but no, I actually played for. It wasn't for. Didn't get a chance to play for the president,
Okay.
but it was one of the. I can't even remember what. I can't even remember what the title was, but it was cool. I mean, it
Okay.
takes you a while to get on there because they take, you know, it was definitely an adventure. So you go through
sure,
one
right.
gate, and then you're trapped between two other gates, and
Right.
then they come and do all the sweeping. And then once we got through the other gate, they brought the German Shepherds out and everything. And so we all had to open our instrument cases and They had to. They brought the dogs out to sniff the instrument case and everything. Yeah, it was.
True security.
Yeah. No, it was cool though. But it was very cool.
I mean, that's a real big honor.
It is an honor. Absolutely.
And then the list of people that you played with.
Yeah, and many of and some that we co-headline shows, and it's just been an amazing ride. Especially when you get a chance to work with or perform on the same card with someone you saw when you grew up.
Right.
We actually opened up for Natalie Cole, and it was amazing because you're like, whoa, that's Natalie Cole.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Forever, that's like, wow.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a true experience. Yes.
Yeah.
I remember singing her, lip syncing to her songs in front of the neighbors.
Yeah,
that's a wonderful.
It's crazy, or working with artists that you grew up listening to. It's just, when you was like Gene Carn and Michael Henderson and Norman Connors and all these guys. You're just like, oh my gosh, Cuba Gooding Sr. the main degree.
Wow.
That was a treat.
Yeah, that had to be a treat.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's something. He was something.
So was it any of the artists that you were kind of like surprised that they would group you together? Like some we would say, okay, I can see that, but was there something where you're like, oh, this is kind of odd, but yeah, this works?
Yeah, there've been a couple. Not a lot.
Actually, I forgot. I didn't see or skipped over Shantae Moore and Mickey Howard.
Oh my gosh.
Which I'm sure that was amazing. And Will Downing, which
he's great. He's a wonderful person.
That show was
only imagine that.
Yeah. He's a great person to work with. Phil Perry is another one that one of my favorites, to work with, because it's just super chill, just super cool, and a lot of energy.
Awesome.
And her dad was there, Papa
nice.
Pete, he was there, so my daughter got a chance to take pictures, and he came out for a little bit and played, so it's a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, that sounds like fun.
It just makes me wish I could play, some kind of instrument or something. It's just kind of cool to be able to do something that a lot of people can't.
Right.
A lot of people can't do. I mean, everybody can't play the saxophone.
No.
It's a gift for sure. So that had to be really cool. So is there anybody coming up or that you would like to work with that you haven't?
I mean, there are a lot of people that because I love working with vocalists. I really do. Instrumentalists are fun, but like Gerald Veasley, we're going to play next month, and I love Gerald's one of the best. So super nice guy. It's just so many different people that I would love to work with, but there are a lot that I have, and it's just a fun ride.
Well, you've actually worked with we had Sugar Shane and Alicia.
Oh yeah, that's my sweetheart.
Pam couldn't make it that day, but we had them come on, and I know you've worked with them.
Yeah,
and they're awesome.
Yeah, we just did a show with Cece Peniston about 2 months ago.
I wanted to make that show. Yeah, I love. I didn't know with Cece Peniston that she came to my full-time job, Government Department of Education, and she did the theme song for PTA, which I did not know, and I was like, that's kind of cool. Nobody knows. I was like, that's the journalist in me. It's like nobody knows that. People need to know that.
Right.
I know some people are like, really, like, no, that's a big deal.
I would have never thought.
Yeah, I didn't know. When I read that, I was like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So where have you played around the DMV, the places that you played?
I've done Blues Alley and the Bethesda Blues and Jazz, the Supper Club, the Berkshire. I just did the Berkshire a couple months back with Keiko Matsui, which that was a lot of fun. Pretty much all the major ones are definitely Constitution Hall.
Okay.
And of course, you travel around the world.
Yeah.
So what kind of places have you been?
I'd say the one that sticks out the most is probably Rio de Janeiro. That was super nice. It was really cool, beautiful place to play. The people, it's just some music. That whole culture is based around music.
That's true.
Music and dance, and it's just an amazing. It was just an amazing trip.
Wow. This is good stuff, and now I'm just kind of mad that we didn't have you
Well, I guess I gotta come. I gotta
I'm sorry,
come back.
I didn't even
It's
mention
Yeah, so
okay.
you
Yeah,
definitely
yeah,
have
it's
to come
okay.
back.
I would have loved
Definitely.
to. I started to bring it. I was like, oh no, that's,
It's in the car, right?
no, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Like, no.
No, that's how you end up not having a saxophone. Yeah, you leaving it in the car. Yeah.
Well, that's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
that's true, but I was
Yeah.
just
But
hoping.
sometimes it's probably like,
Yeah.
no, we're not gonna do it. We're just gonna. But yeah, we kind of wish that you brought it. So we're gonna definitely have to have you back.
We'll do that whenever
But
you're
let
ready.
us know how we'll be able to get in touch with you for future shows and things that you have coming up.
That's right.
Yeah, we know they're gonna hate you. Don't
Yeah,
tease
they,
them.
okay.
Yeah, don't tease them too much.
They can
but-
get it. How
Yeah.
can they get it?
Yeah, right. Yeah, you put it right in front of the camera.
Right,
That's
don't
yeah.
tease them.
Now I have to shout out to my man Chris Big Dog Davis. He co-produced. He produced this record for me, and he's one of the big producers right now. It's super hot on the market. He produces Mesa, Will Downing.
Okay.
I mean, he's got his hands on everything right now in music. We looked at the Billboard charts a couple of weeks ago, and he had probably like 6-7 people that he's
Really?
yeah. So
He's busy.
Norman
Yeah.
Brown, all those guys. Yeah.
So
so-
wait, good connection then.
Oh
And
yeah.
this came
yeah.
out in 2017.
Yes.
So
it's,
you have something. Oh, you have
you will-
something coming out in 2020.
next year. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
So we're working on it now, knocking it out.
Love it.
So you definitely have to come back and maybe debut that, or
Okay.
something
Yeah.
where we can let everybody know that it's coming up and brag on it and say, okay, we told y'all about it here.
Right.
Right. On Girls Gabbin.
That's right.
Absolutely.
How about that?
So we really appreciate. I didn't know, was Melvin still on?
No, he's already
He's
gone.
okay. We
Melvin
really
is
appreciate
gone.
you joining us on Girls Gabbin.
Yeah.
Thank
We
you.
look forward to having you back. This was wonderful.
It is absolutely wonderful.
Thank you.
And any questions that any of the people on live may have, we'll let you know if
Okay.
they've asked questions or how to
Would
get in
love
touch with you. But let us know how we can get in touch with you
yeah.
on
How
Facebook
can we
or
reach
Right. I'm just Art Sherrod Jr. on Facebook. It's ARTSHERROD JR. And Art Sherrod Jr. Jazz Saxophonist is my fan page, so we can stay in contact that way. Twitter at Art Sherrod Jr.
Very simple.
And Instagram, Art Sherrod Jr. again.
Right.
So,
okay.
Great.
so
And where can they get your music?
it's all on all of the major media outlets. So you can
Okay.
order it from iTunes, Amazon, CD Baby.
CD Baby, still
I know
holding
it's
on.
still
Oh
holding
my
on.
God.
Some of my
It
records are
is.
on there. You can go to and all of the major outlets, so you can go through Best Buy and buy it. But
Okay.
it's not they don't stock a lot of CDs anymore. But you can go through
Right,
them
they
to
don't. I found
yeah.
that out accidentally.
yeah. The CD market
The
is
CD
the
market's gone.
yeah the
They're
whole
not
market.
even putting them in the cars anymore.
No,
Wow.
because
I
if you
didn't
remember
know.
Tower Records, that was the spot.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
You get everything
Yeah.
there.
I
Yeah.
remember
Feelings were hurt.
and let me
Yeah.
get all the way back. Remember the penny CDs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just get girl.
Yeah. So yeah, the whole market, the whole
Times
industry
change,
has
right?
changed. The industry has completely changed.
Well,
So.
wherever
Yes,
but
where-
the music hasn't stopped, so
That's
that's a
it.
good
That's
thing.
a good
So
thing.
we'll find out where it is and we'll
Right.
go get it.
Or they
So-
can come to a live show. I always have
Absolutely.
CDs there, and that way I get a chance to sign CDs, take
Definitely.
pictures, and things like
Definitely.
that. So,
Do you have anything live coming up in the DMV?
well, Ram's Head is Ram's Head, July the 27th.
27th.
I have an
Okay,
8
next
p.m.
week.
show.
Okay.
No, it's a
July.
month.
July.
Yeah,
July,
yes.
okay.
Sound like
I'm
my-
rushing it, right?
I'm January.
Yeah, let's not
Okay,
rush
you
it
good.
because I'm like, I hadn't finished rehearsing for this show, so
Slow
let's not
down, right.
Yeah.
Okay, so July 27th.
Yeah,
So
tickets
we'll
are
definitely
on.
let-
Tickets are available at ramsheadonstage.com.
Okay.
Okay.
And we're gonna do. It's gonna be a great show. I have keyboards, bass, guitar, drums. I'm gonna have vocals. Shang is gonna be on the show.
Oh,
with me.
is she?
Yeah, Shang's gonna be on
Is
there
this
with
the
us.
band that was, I think, the Annapolis show for Motown? Is it some of them?
Not. I
Not all of them,
don't think.
but-
Yeah, I don't think
okay.
there's anyone there because my band I've had for about. I've been very fortunate about almost 15 years.
Oh, wow.
Pretty much the same
Very
band.
nice.
And
That's commitment.
yeah, it's a great
That's
bunch of guys, great bunch of guys and ladies,
Yes.
and we just have an amazing time.
All
Okay.
right.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna definitely see if the 27th of July.
Yes,
Yeah.
That sounds really good.
yeah, we're gonna do a
That's
nice.
around my anniversary time.
Oh well, then I think hubby, if hubby's
Anniversary's
watching,
on the
He's
24th.
watching.
Hey, hubby,
yes,
you
I'm
watching?
Sure he's watching.
you better bring Lisa to the show.
Yes, 26th. 7th.
I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm
Look,
just
he
saying.
mentioned to me on the way. Can you say Arshirah is coming on? I
Yeah.
was like, yes, sir. So he's probably listening.
So when she gets home, the saxophone is gonna be out.
That's right. He's gonna be ready.
He is practicing right now.
Playing Careless Whisper or something.
Right, he's practicing right now. YouTube and art and everything.
That's it. Oh man, that's funny.
He needs some lessons first. But I know he'll do his best.
I know that's right.
That
It's all
smile
about
on
the
your face
intent,
will
you
make
know
it-
what I'm saying?
That makes all of the better. So
He
he's gonna
tries.
definitely do it. He's
That's
gonna try.
right.
Yeah.
Well, thank
yeah.
you so much. We appreciate
Thank
you.
you.
Joining us.
We absolutely
And
do.
we appreciate you bringing
Yes,
him along.
Thank you for coming.
And we have to talk to you and get you
No,
on.
no, no,
Yes.
no, no,
See what's going
no,
on behind the
no,
scenes.
no,
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 no, no, no, no,
okay.
no,
You
no,
mentioned
We talked.
no,
We
no,
talked to you
no, 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 no.
Yeah, we got you. We'll talk to you later.
Because June will be over in a minute. Then we go back to the regular.
Oh,
Don't
no.
understand.
Oh no.
But it does not mean.
But this is
Yeah.
a wonderful way to celebrate the guys.
Absolutely.
And we've had some wonderful guests come on.
have.
And I'm just so excited.
The guys
You all
are
represented.
phenomenal.
Yes.
The
Y'all have
guys are
represented.
truly, and we
Thank
have
you.
some that we still will be bringing on.
Absolutely.
As we get back, not get back, but we'll still continue to bring the guys on for different,
Absolutely.
you know, sharing y'all
But
shine.
normally the guys are a little more low key.
They
So
are.
when we're looking to
kinda
do
drag
certain
them out.
things,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
really quiet. So we have to say this is all about you this month, and they're
Absolutely.
like, oh, okay.
And it's
the
not
month-
football season either, so you're good.
Right.
Right.
that's true.
Oh, we
Good.
gotta hurry up.
Football
and get in.
season, it could be a problem.
Yeah, we might have to hurry up and get y'all on.
Yeah, because we
here,
did
we
cancel
gonna
for
do-
the Super Bowl because, well, I was trying to be real grand, so I was like, whatever. We got to go.
Right. She's like,
And then when we got close to it, I was like, well, maybe not.
Yeah.
Oh.
I
Yeah.
let it go.
And
So
that,
thank
yeah,
you
that
so
season
much.
is coming
Thank you
up.
for having me.
And
Yeah,
Andre,
appreciate
did you
it.
want to let them
Thank
know
you.
how to stay in touch with us?
Definitely. So always, you can reach us at girlsgabbin.com. Girls Gabbin on Instagram, Girls Gabbin on Facebook, and of course you can reach in touch. Lisa and I individually. We thank you all for always tuning in and supporting Girls Gabbin. And we look forward to having you all for next Sunday. Please be ready to have a great time. Although we continue to do that every show.
Yes.
But please be ready to have a great time on
Yeah, to
our
end,
wrap up of the month.
I'll just share that to end, and I was going to talk to Andre about this, but to end it, it's going to kind of be
Uh-oh.
a show of the men behind the music.
Definitely.
So there'll be some
Definitely.
noise next Sunday.
Yes, they
Uh-oh.
bring in the
So you all
noise.
definitely don't want to miss
Uh-oh.
next Sunday because we're going to bring some noise. It's going to
Bringing
be a
the noise.
really good way to end our celebration of gentlemen because a lot of times we don't hype up our, our
Right,
men
and we definitely need
and
to.
celebrate them like we should. So,
Absolutely.
we plan to do this again, not just on Father's Day month.
Right, which was a little easier because it represented
yeah,
that month.
but we
we
have
will
some talented
continue.
brothers around here.
We
We need to,
do.
shout them out. So,
And we have quite a few that are still planning to come. So
yes. So thank you so much, and
thank
we're
you,
glad
thank you,
tuned
thank
in.
you.
And we'll see you next week. On
We'll
Girls
see you all
Gathering.
next week. Good night.
Bye.
Good night.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
And we're gonna have to take pictures out here real quick.
Okay, that's not a problem.
We lost T Money, but we'll catch him later.
We can take 2 pictures then. I'll just I'll take one for him and one for me.
Here's my flyer for my book. I just published
Oh,
my
excellent.
first book. I collaborated on some books, but this is my first book.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's called The Power of Shut Up. Okay.
The power of what now?
The Power of Shut Up.
Lord Jesus, I need
It's
to.
not just about shutting up the women either.
Oh.
See, he's ready.
No.